Alright, what's going on YouTube? Card Collector 2 coming at you here with a brand new video. This is going to be some card show pickups. I thought I'd do a video on this because although I did not get, a million cards, right? This isn't a 3-day trip to Dallas. This is just a little tiny show in Columbus. I figured this was still kind of this was definitely some cool stuff I picked up. So, wanted to show you guys what I was able to pick up. Picked up some other stuff there. Picked up actually some supplies. I have a bunch of personal stuff I'm trying to get like top loaded and sleeved up, and I don't like to take them from my my back stock at work because we go through so many of them at the shop. So didn't want to deplete my inventory there. So ended up finding some top loaders, and I was like, well, rather than get rid of some of the extra we have, might as well pick up a couple packs and sleeve up some of my stuff that I've been slacking on. So just for instance, let me rotate the camera. You guys can clearly see. I'm not kidding. Right, some stuff that needs top loaded and sleeved up. So picked up some of that. Again, a couple random things here or there that weren't cards, like boxes or top loaders, stuff like that. But I don't want to. No need to show those. So I got 4 different deals here that I wanted to share, and I think they all have interesting pieces to them. So this was the first deal. This is probably, I don't know which one's my favorite. They're all pretty neat for different reasons. So got a couple different things here, and I'll just explain them as I got them, right, just to give you guys an idea, because I will ask for some feedback on a couple different lots here. So first thing I saw was, had a showcase, had some cool stuff in it. I'll get to those in a second. That's what caught my attention originally. And then they had $5 boxes. So all of these were in a $5 box. And again, I've known this dealer for a while, and they usually give deals when you pick out a bunch of stuff. So that's kind of what I look to do, is just see if I can pick out a bunch. So these were all in a $5 box, right? All right, so you got, let me see if I can adjust the light a little better. Antoine Winfield, blue, optic. 3 of 125. Don't think 3 is a jersey number, but, Winfield doesn't have a ton of cards, and he actually sells pretty well. So I figure this is, again, not a major moneymaker, but I figure it's probably $6 to $8, and I'm going to get some other stuff. So, I thought at the time it might be 10. I don't think it is now, but I was willing to take a chance for $5. Then there was this, Edelman, Mosaic, 6 out of 20. Patriot stuff sells well. Edelman has a pretty big following. I figured probably $14.99. I think it's actually going to do closer to $19.99, maybe $24.99. If you look up some of his Mosaic parallels out of 20, I think this could do decent. So decent buy there. Then you have this, right? First thing I notice, 3, right? Jersey number. Saw it and I was like, yep, sure, I'll take a chance on anything jersey number for that price. Again, within reason. I don't want to buy some, 2004 common out of 5,000, but I was willing to take a shot on it for the price. So $5 there. And then the next card, I want people to be honest on this. Like, you have any idea who this guy is? Would you have bought it? So when I saw it, my first thought is Chiefs. It probably doesn't have a lot of cards because I've never seen him, right? We do a lot of breaks. I've seen a lot of cards. Obviously, own a store, so you see a lot of different things. And I've never seen a card of this guy. So just want to, again, be honest, right? Just in your head, would you have bought this for $5? L'Jarius Sneed. So I asked, 5 or 6 people in shop, a couple of my employees, and they're like, nope. And I was like, I'll take a chance on it for $5. It's at a 25, right? It's Chiefs. I figured without looking, this is probably a $25 card, right? Doesn't have a ton. Again, I just went through the list, right? Low numbered at a 25 for a guy that doesn't have something. I'll take a chance, right, for a rookie auto. I think the last sale was like $129. Again, not ever anticipating it to be that, but I got home and looked and was like blown away. Again, this has been a couple days since I went to the show. I'm recording this obviously a few days later. Not 100% sure. That I'm definitely not sure I would have done that much. That was not my anticipation, but the fact that it does that much just kind of makes me laugh. Because again, I was asking people, I was like, would you have ever bought this? And most people were like, no, I've never even heard of this dude. So bought it. again, figuring it was 25 bucks, and that's still great, right? $5 to $25, you'll take those wins all day, right? If you're trying to build something. So to be able to get it, and it does that, that was kind of crazy, right? So I'm at 20 bucks so far. Then I saw this, had this at 200. It's not an amazing shape. It's obviously not going to grade, but the last blue one sold for like 325. Like, this has to be a good deal. Green's, I think, at a 20, and blue's at a 50. So this is going to be more short printed than the other one, than the blue. So I'm like, this has got to be at least 300 bucks. It has to be. It will for sure sell for $300. No chance this doesn't sell. We sell these two like crazy in shop. This will for sure sell for 300. It might sell for more. Not again, I'm going to look up and try to find some more sales on that card, but that card will for sure do well. So you had that at 200. Then the best deal out of the whole deal was these two. Again, you guys know I'm not huge on the baseball, but I know that some of these like Topps Update, Topps Series 1, Topps Series 2, these parallels do well. The Reds at a 199, the Independence is at a 76. He said 350 for both. I looked this one up just to try to get an idea, and I think the last one of these at the time did like 350. So I'm like, I know for sure this is a steal at 350 if the red one, the higher numbered one, is going to do that by itself. Again, I haven't checked any comps in the last couple days, so these might have fluctuated, up or down. Don't know, but felt pretty good at 350. So realistically, we're at 550. We're at 570 so far. So I was like, hey, what can you do on a lot of these? And he's like, I would do 550, right? Well, he had this chilling at 200. I'm like, that's not terrible. I think I could get 200 for it. I think that's what it'll sell for. When he's like, if you buy these, I would do 7. So he dropped it 50 bucks. And again, this is going to sell for $200. I think the last one did like $215 plus shipping. I know an Emmitt Smith auto at a 10 will do 200 bucks. It will, for sure will sell. So I'm like, okay, that's a good deal, right? You're making a couple bucks there. So we're 700 bucks, right? I feel, that's going to sell for 300. That's going to sell for at least 300, and that's going to sell for 200. So I'm at 800 bucks, right? I'm up, and I've got this and this stack remaining. Feel pretty good about it. And then I saw this. I don't know what this guy sells for. I was just looking up some cards the other day and remember looking up like a Hoops numbered card or something, and it sold well. So I asked him what he wanted. He said 20 bucks. And I said, well, if I buy these at 7, would you throw this in for 10? And he said, yeah. Don't know if it's a good deal. I genuinely have no idea. I have not looked, but I figured it's probably, I would have figured $25, $30. Could be 10, could be 5, could be 50. I have no idea, but I was going to take a chance on a rookie auto for 10 bucks. So bought that. So that was the first deal. Loved that deal. Obviously, I thought that was super cool. Then I found this deal. So I'll just show you this, right? So found this at $1. Trayvon Diggs went to Alabama, won a national title at Alabama, and then plays for the Cowboys. Cowboys stuff sells well. So any, rookie auto of a guy that played at Alabama and goes to or plays for the Cowboys. It says wide receiver, plays corner for the Cowboys, I believe, corner or safety. But assuming it's the same Trayvon Diggs, I didn't care to look it up, but I'm going to assume it's the exact same person. So for $1, I figured it's probably a $5 to $8 card. So I figured I'd buy it for $1. Then saw this Curry, Flynn, Eric Maynor, triple for $10. Curry stuff's on fire. I figured this is probably a $15 card, so I got that. And then I saw this Mark Andrews Optic Green, 5 of 5. The last gold sold for 40, and this is out of 5, so I figured this is probably 50. So in my head, I'm thinking 50, 65, 75, just to round up, $75, and then I ended up getting them for 30. So it was 25, 30. It was 36. I ended up doing 30. So. We'll see. This is off-centered. It's obviously off-season, so not sure. Maybe if we get 40 on that, 15 on that, and 5 on that, still 30 to 60. So again, right, this is what I stress, right, is you don't need to buy. There's some cool cards in these next two lots. You don't need to buy $1 million cards to build a collection and, flip 30 into 60 a couple times and eventually be able to afford more expensive cards. So that's kind of the one thing I always talk about. Then ended up getting this lot. This lot cost me, it's been a couple days. I think it was $850. I'm fairly confident this was $850. I don't remember individually. I know that you wanted 50 on this, and I thought this was a pretty cool card. D Rose Gold Bowman rookie at a 50. It's actually really clean. It's got a little white top right, but overall, that's a pretty clean card for this. These chip super easy if you're familiar with like the Topps Gold and 0910s with Curry and Harden. They chip real easy. So the fact that it was in that good a shape, I was like, got to get that. Tatis SGC 9 out of 17. I don't know if this is first off the line or what, but Tatis, obviously, you just signed that big contract. Stadium Club Chrome Tatis Refractor. Super cool card. Then you got some J-Rod. You got a PSA 10 Chrome Mega. PSA 10 Chrome Base. 499 Refractor 9. And a purple out of 259. So, might review the 2.9s, see what those look like, see if those are possibly bump candidates. But I know a lot of people like this kid a lot, so many people that I look up to and, I respect in the industry are buying this kid. I was like, I got to at least get something. So I picked up 4 of these. Probably sit on those, just see what happens. But then I got this. I know these have spiked lately. I think he gave it to me for the price, like 15% off or 20% off the last 8 sale. So I felt pretty good about that. I think I want to say it was $100. I think he said the last 8 did 100. So I think it was like, or 120, so maybe I got it for 100. I don't remember, but I know these have gone up. This is the second year Dr. J. So I know this set is really popular since they're rookies in 80. So figured I'd pick this up. So I want to say this whole deal was like $850. I think that's what, that sounds right in my head, but don't know. And then there was this deal. There's a couple things in here I really wanted. I'm not sure what my intentions are for this, but I'll just kind of explain it as I go. So saw a couple things, right? So the first 2 things that caught my attention are going to be the biggest 2 cards. They're going to be these 2. So Breeze 10 and Jordan starting lineup 8-5. I've seen Darren Rovell talk a lot about this card lately, so I wanted to pick it up. I tried looking it up and saw a bunch of stuff about like error cards and all sorts of different sales, and these are literally all over the place, but I felt like $600 was a pretty good price. One I probably plan on keeping. I own the Jordan Nike promo, right? I've got a couple different unique Jordans, so this is probably one I'm going to keep, and this is one I've been after for a while. I could have bought one of these when they were about $1,300, should have bought it then, but this is right at market. But again, on this kind of stuff, you just got to pay it to get it. It's just, you don't see it very often, so Breeze 10, I figured I'd grab that. So we're at $2,200. Pick this up. I think this is a cool card. The surface isn't amazing, but I think it has a shot to get an 8. I think that's what it's going to get, and that's a pretty good grade in LeBron Chrome Refractor at a $9.99. This is 05-06. So LeBron third year, 304, 04, 05, 05, 06, yeah, third year. So that was there. Then this, I thought this was a pretty good price. D-Wade Autographics, this is the gold at a 150. I think the last silver did like 260 or 250. So for the gold at that price, sure, D-Wade. Magic, Greatest Hits Auto, anything Magic for $40, absolutely. And then I ended up getting this tossed in. I literally ended up paying over sticker because we couldn't agree on what this was worth. I wasn't going to argue with the guy. I thought it was a good deal. But I think it was like $37.45, and he's like, oh, after looking this up, I think this is cheap. I would do $3,800. Thought that was kind of cruddy, but I think this might be a pretty good price. So hard to say. Again, I would love to know more about it, what people think about it. Again, I didn't see any 8.5s at the time, so I'm hoping this was a good buy and that makes it worth the price. But felt pretty good about these. So I think it was like $3,800 for all of this stuff. So Cribs, dude was a stud when I was growing up. I mean, returned freaking every punt he ever touched. It was wild. So yeah, again, not as many cards, not as much bulk, but some different perspectives on different deals, right? You got a 30 to 60 type deal, then you got a sneaky kind of, Chiefs first rounder auto or some rare stuff there. Then you've got some mix here with baseball, basketball. Then you've got a Legends type deal. So a wide variety. So again, not a $1 million card show type day, but just some different perspectives I thought was unique to share. So that is all I have on this video, guys. Appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed. But for now, that's all I got. Peace.